up, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. I'm Connor, joined by Nate, Shane, and Nadim.
What's going on, everyone?
Glad to be here.
Let's do it.
Today we're going to talk about something that's been on all our minds lately as seniors.
Definitely.
Just how fast high school life goes by. It feels like freshman year was yesterday. Now we're getting ready to graduate. We wanted to share some things we've learned and hopefully help people appreciate the time they have left. And our first point is taking it all in. The first thing is just taking it all in. I think when you're in high school, you're always looking ahead. Freshmen want to be sophomores, sophomores want to drive, juniors want to be seniors, and seniors want to graduate.
100%. And you're always waiting for the next thing instead of appreciating what's happening around you, like what's happening in the moment right now.
100%. I remember thinking freshman year, it felt so long, like, every day, but then you look back and it's like, where'd all the time
Feels
go,
like it lasted like a week.
Yeah.
It's like the little things you'll remember, like, walking through the halls, going with your friends, random conversation for class. I mean, those are the little things you don't see, but they don't seem important at the time, but at the end they're important.
And that's the big lesson I've learned. Slow down, appreciate the moments while they're happening because they don't last forever.
They definitely don't.
It'll a blink of an eye.
Our second point is to be active in school events.
I think a lot of people skip things because they think it's not a big deal, or they think that they're too cool. They don't want to show school spirit and stuff. But
Exactly, and then you look back and that's what everyone's talking about, like all the memories they made during
100%.
these events that we skipped out on. You're like,
and now
maybe I wish I could have been
now
there.
you're thinking you missed out.
You want to finish your career with no regrets.
Like football games, dances, pet rallies, spirit weeks, school events, those things like bring us all together, make memories, lifelong memories.
100%.
And as someone who's involved in sports and school activities throughout high school, I can honestly say that my favorite memories came from the ones I almost didn't go to. Even if it seems small at the time, you'll be glad you showed up.
And I also wanted to say one of my favorite memories was blue, white, and gold.
That one.
Winning 2 years in a row. It's like before we were going to that, I feel like no one was talking about it, no one was going to it. Now it's like a big thing around the school. So
Exactly. And I'm happy we brought that back. I think our class was one of the classes that brought that back.
I would say so.
And I believe we have a short intermission to bring
quick sponsor break.
Quick word from our sponsor. This episode is brought to you by MEI Catering. Whether you're preparing for a banquet, wedding, or just having a party, MEI is your wildest food dream come true.
100%. I just recently got them to cater for my son TJ's birthday party. Yeah, their clam chowder is to die for. Their cheesy tortellini is something out of this
How's
world.
TJ doing?
It's not. He's doing all right. He's hanging in there.
Thanks to MEI for supporting today's podcast.
Shout out to Chef Gopal specifically.
Yeah, thank you. Our third point is making as many friends as possible
100%.
in any way you can.
One thing high school gives you is a chance to meet people from all different backgrounds and interests.
And a lot of times, the closest friendships that you make start from just something random, like, you decide to sit somewhere different at lunch, you get into an event and you meet someone and then you become friends, and then those relationships carry on throughout life and high school, and it can truly change someone's
I
life.
actually remember I made a friend just by sitting next to him in health class.
Really?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Roddy Appleman.
Roddy. You know Roddy too?
I made a good
I
friend.
sat next to him in English class freshman year.
Yeah, to become friends with him.
We don't talk too much anymore, but we were friends for the year, and that's the thing. Sometimes people grow apart, but those people being in your life for such a short amount of time can really implement memories into your brain.
Yeah.
You really shouldn't limit yourself to one group, Talk to that person next to you that you never talked to before.
Exactly.
Get to know people outside your normal circle. It's life. You're going to meet people you don't want to meet. Or, how to rephrase that? You're going to talk to people you didn't think you were going to talk to.
100%.
How it's going to go.
And those friendships are what makes high school so special and just a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And then you'll remember these people when you move on to whatever you're doing. You want to be a judge. You want to go work somewhere else. You want to do anything you can.
And that's the beauty of it.
And that brings us to our fourth point, being a judge. You have to challenge yourself.
Challenge yourself. Whether that's taking harder classes, joining a sport, trying out for something, taking on a leadership role, maybe starting a new club. It's never going to be easy, but that's the good part. You got to challenge
And
yourself.
the thing about it never being easy, it's when growth comes. Growth comes from uncomfortable situations. You know what I mean?
1000%.
And you can't grow if you're stuck in this same bubble, because you got to get out the bubble.
You got to blow the bubble to get.
You got to blow the bubble for the bubbles to go into the air.
Thank you.
And go in the sky.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And even if you try this hard thing and you fail, whatever, you learn from it. One step back, two steps forward, right?
Yeah. You take one on the chin, you bruise up, you put a slab of meat on it, and you keep going.
Bite a kneecap on the way up.
Exactly. Yeah. You fall down, bite a kneecap on the way up. Take it away.
Looking back, some of the things I'm most proud of were the things that seemed difficult at the time. but if you never challenge yourself, you're missing opportunities to discover what you're capable of, and you're limiting yourself to something you aren't.
100%.
And our fifth and final point is to just do something.
Something. Just something.
Just find something you're
Sounds
passionate
so simple, but it's not.
Seriously.
Take it away, Siva.
Seriously. You need to find something you're passionate about.
Mhm.
For me, that was football. Playing football in high school for me developed some of my strongest friendships. It taught me lessons about leadership, hard work, and camaraderie. And no podcast or class could ever teach me.
100%. Join a club, play a sport, get a job, but don't spend 4 years just watching everyone else make memories. And then you gotta just be productive. Just be productive. Don't just go through high school on autopilot. You gotta take advantage of these moments.
You know, we're not saying you have to do everything, but don't just spend the 4 years just watching everyone else do everything and join them, you know?
I think one of the biggest regrets people have looking back is just wishing they got involved more. And just, you don't want to end your high school. You don't want to toss that cap in the air with any regrets. You want to live high school to its fullest. And that's what we're trying to get you to do here.
I feel like all of us in this group are very qualified to speak on how to make memories. As someone who's been heavily involved throughout high school in a bunch of different clubs, a bunch of different honor society clubs, sports, I've got a lot of different experiences. And looking back as a senior, I genuinely feel fulfilled with what I've accomplished. Not because everything went perfectly, but because I took advantage of the opportunities I had. And really, that's really what the conversation about. Just going out and doing something.
Exactly. You know, you don't have to be perfect student. You don't have to be straight A's. You don't have to be the star athlete. But if you're there, you're not going to regret it. If you're at these events, if you're getting involved, you're not going to regret it.
You're not.
You know, just like make the most of your time. Make memories. Don't just sit inside all day. Go do something you'll remember.
And if I may intervene, I hate to get personal. His brother John, you know, he's not some straight A guy. He's not some athlete. But guess what? He's your next president for sophomore year.
Yes.
He got involved.
Class of
He ran for
2030.
president. And guess
29.
what? Now he's our guy.
And if there's one thing we want you to take away from this podcast, is that high school goes way faster than you think.
Don't rush through it.
Get involved.
Meet people.
Challenge yourself, appreciate the moments, and make memories while you can. One day you'll look back and realize those 4 years were gone before you know it.
100%.
Thank you for listening, and tune in